between Pretty Boy Floyd and the Money Man?
Oh, hundreds of millions. Hundreds of millions. Hundreds of millions. But, you know, Pretty Boy Floyd was a lot more explosive, a lot faster, a lot sharper, better movement, but it's about growth. Experience. So,
hey, welcome back to my channel. This is Become Successful with your host, Yemi Osho. On this episode, I bring to you another important personality in person of Floyd Joy Mayweather. Floyd Mayweather was born on February 24 of 1977. He's an American professional boxing promoter, and he was a former professional boxer. He boxed from 1996 to 2015. He had 50 professional fights and won all fights. He's a former 5-weight boxing class champion, and he has won numerous awards. Please sit back, relax, and listen to Top 10 Success Tips by Floyd Mayweather. Hey YouTube, welcome to my channel, Become Successful with Yemi Osho. On this channel, you will have the privilege of listening to Top 10 Success Tips by renowned individuals all around the world. Every episode promises to be a great one. You don't want to miss it. So, kindly subscribe to this channel, click on the notification bell so that when the next video drops, you will be able to have it. See you on the next episode.
Because of you, I got many haters. I'm a girl, fine for your guy. Baby, waiting you to find for your life.
Football, so I had a moment in my life where I thought, you know what, I know I'm a top player, but when was the moment you felt that?
The moment that I felt it, from day one.
The moment you stepped in the ring?
No, when I was a kid. I always thought I was a superstar. You know, I was always famous in elementary school, always famous in junior high school, famous in high school, but eventually I had to leave high school to provide for the family, to make sure the family was okay. You know, my mother went through a lot. My dad done time in prison, mother on drugs, just ups and downs, a lot of different obstacles. You know, my best friend, one of my best friend at that particular time, he got killed. Then another best friend of mine, you know, a couple years back before the Pacquiao fight, probably a year, I don't know.
The pressure that you've got to beat him and maintain your unbeaten record, how do you go into a fight calm?
To be in the biggest fight in boxing history, my mentality going into the fight was just take advantage of the moment. Take advantage of this situation. Because when the history books is written, you don't want to say you made any mistakes. So I went out there, I was just smart and sharp, and it doesn't matter if no one was pleased. But that particular night, the most important thing was having my hand raised and being smart. And because, you know, I gave everybody a lot of blockbuster fights.
Knockouts.
And, you know, every fight is not going to be the same. But for me, I'm going to always go out there and give 100%, because it's about giving 100%. And 100% doesn't mean that you're going to always go out there and knock the guy out. My 100% is this: always giving the people the best, no matter what the situation is. If you're in a boxing gym, give them the best. If nobody's around, God is watching, still give them the best. It's always about giving the best, and that's what I want to do. I want to continue to give everyone around the world and myself the best performance that I can possibly give.
Was it what? I'll give you 3 things. I'll try and give you 3 things. Was it money?
Absolutely. That's first.
Was it competition? Or was it a legacy?
I mean, the money came eventually.
Them three things: the legacy, money, or competition. What was it?
Probably all three. I mean, I wanted to compete against the best. And what I don't like now with the fighters, I talked about this yesterday when I was doing my Q&A, how fighters say, oh, I don't want to fight this guy, he's my friend. I had no friends in boxing. I had no friends in boxing. I wanted to be at the top of the throne. I wanted to be at the pinnacle. So I didn't care who I had to fight to get to the top.
That's good. I agree. As a sportsman, you can't have friends. I don't think if you're going to be competitive, you can't have friends.
I mean, even though when we're in a boxing gym, we may shake hands, I may spar with a guy, but still, you know, I want to be the best. And I always thought I was the best. Before I turned professional, I thought I was the best, and I kept believing. And I knew that eventually that my hard work and dedication would pay off, and I will be at the pinnacle. And no one would stop me from getting to where I was trying to get to. No one could stop me.
So I'm sitting here now talking to possibly one of the greatest, if not the greatest sport. So what's the difference between Pretty Boy Floyd and the Money Man?
Oh, hundreds of millions. Hundreds of millions. Hundreds of millions. But, you know, Pretty Boy Floyd was a lot more explosive, a lot faster, a lot sharper, better movement, but it's about growth. Experience. So the Money Mayweather mentally,
did you change?
Mentally is totally different.
Did you change your style at a point to enable you to have more longevity, to earn more money, to get more titles?
Actually, if I was still fighting like Pretty Boy Floyd, I'd make it do, man. Not 100 million a fight, but 200 million a fight. My body broke down eventually on me. Yeah, you know, my last hurrah was the Arturo Gotti fight. And then, you know what's so crazy? I think that I'm gonna have to.
New Jersey, you a kid, 1-bedroom apartment, 7 people living in there.
Yes.
Did you ever think, from New Jersey, you were living with your mom, she was going at the time?
Well, actually, it all started in Michigan.
Yeah.
You know, just having a dream, believing in myself, believing in my skills, believing in my talent, and also surrounding myself with the right team. I had to surround myself with the right people. And everything took flight, you know, but just my mother being on crack.
Yeah.
My dad being shot when I was a kid.
You was there?
Actually, my dad was holding me when he got shot. I was a kid, my dad picked me up when my dad got shot. Actually, my brother shot my dad, my uncle.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I was in Vegas, actually, I think it was somewhere around 2006, my same uncle that shot my daddy, he died in my house. So, you know, I've been through a lot of ups and downs, but I beat all the odds.
How did you keep your mental? You keep your mental from all the trauma that you witnessed? Because that's just a little bit. You had a lot of shit that you you went through. How did you keep your mental together as a kid? You running in the streets, you're boxing, you're going to the gym, your dad going to. How did you keep your mental together from all that trauma?
I just say to myself, I just look at the people out here in the world today. And a lot of times we cry, we complain. We complain about things that's not really important. We always worry about who got the most, or who got this and who got that, instead of just staying in your own lane worrying about what you got. So that's what I try to do. I try to focus on Floyd Mayweather. I don't try to get in nobody else's lane. I'm not jealous of nobody else. And that's what I do. Actually, what I did early on, you got to balance on a small scale. So what I was able to do was balance money on a small scale first. I made some mistakes in the beginning, but you know that comes with the territory. Then one of the best investments that I did was New York real estate. So it started off with 7 figures, and I was getting a certain amount of money every month because, you know, when I get with my friends that's Jewish, and I get with my friends, my white friends and my Jewish friends, I'm not with them. I'm not trying to say, let me get on your plane, I like your house. I say, you know what? Show me how to get generational wealth. And just being around them, I soaked up the game and I learned it. And just
Kid come up, all this trauma, American dream shit too. All this trauma, Michigan to Jersey, going through it, family going through it. And
mother on drugs.
Oh, mom's on drugs, dad going to penitentiary, and you own skyscrapers in New York City?
yes.
Oh my God, come on. So everything is possible.
Yeah, anything is possible. Anything is possible. You know, I own so many different buildings in so many different places. My exact number in New York City, I own nine skyscrapers in New York City.
9 skyscrapers?
Yes.
And let me ask you this question.
He getting it to him.
Do you think that will be possible if you never bought yourself out of the top rank contract?
Well, I bought myself on my contract for $750,000, and in just 3 fights, I made $750 million.
So would you say that was maybe the biggest point in your career? Was
I think
because you had the talent, you had all of that.
I think the best thing about my career was I'm my own boss. That I wanted to do what I wanted to do. I rolled the dice, and to become great at whatever you want to do, you got to roll the dice and take a chance on yourself.
Absolutely.
And that's what I do.
Oh, you definitely
Absolutely.
a gambler.
Absolutely.
You definitely. I love that shit.
I feel like the way I want to live my life, I live my life the way I want to live it. And no matter what, you can't please everybody because it's so crazy. Like in the beginning, I feel like people was rooting for me, wanted the best for me. And the more and more as I accomplished more and kept accomplishing things, then you start seeing like different things. Then you start saying, he's a wife beater, or he's not that smart, or you hear so many different things. And I just feel like, okay, you're entitled to believe whatever you want to believe, but I have to have some type of common sense, some type of smart, some type of intelligence to be where I'm at. I've been living the same life for 25 years.
Let me ask you something. I got a saying that I use, and I say, hey. Yes, he did.
Absolutely. And you guys you should just know a person's character. As far as you look at my career, I only had 2 trainers. My dad or either my uncle. 2 cutmans, either Rafael or it was another cutman, Miguel Garcia, or either Rafael Garcia. Either one. I'm loyal, and that's what people say. They're loyal. Loyal is an action. People can say it with their mouth, but loyal is an action.
Absolutely. Loyal is not what you say, it's what you do. Absolutely. Floyd, the roughest fight you ever had, who was?
I hope you enjoyed this episode of Become Successful with Yemi Osho. If you like the content of this video, kindly subscribe if you've not subscribed, like the video, share with family and friends. And if you have suggestions, kindly do so in the comment section. And I'll see you on the next episode. Peace.